Yesterday, I talked about how ESPN's Mel Kiper expects the Ravens to use a first-round pick on a wide receiver in this year's draft. But if the Ravens decide to go in another direction, then Kiper thinks that Alabama center Landon Dickerson could be a likely option at pick number 27. Now, Dickerson is somebody who played his college career both at Florida State, then he transferred to Alabama where he really thrived. He's played multiple spots along the offensive line, but he best projects as a center at the NFL level. Now, Dickerson's a big boy. He's 6'6", 320 pounds, and he's a mauler in the run game. He's somebody who can get after it and really would be a good fit in this Ravens run-heavy offensive scheme. Now, the downside with Dickerson is that he's had a variety of injuries in his career. He's torn his ACL, he's had multiple ankle injuries, and then most recently in December, he suffered a knee injury that caused ligament damage, and that could sideline him throughout training camp and maybe even into the start of the season. But even with that said, Kiper thinks he'd be a great pick for the Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kiper thinks that he ends up likely in one of those two places. The Steelers are picking at 24. They have to replace Marquise Pouncey, who just retired. So he thinks that either Pittsburgh or Baltimore could be a perfect landing spot for Dickerson.
He plays like a Steeler. He plays like a Raven. That's what I look at the Steelers, look at the Ravens. 1 at 24, 1 at 27 would be both. Need a center. I could see him dropping to the second because of the injury concern, but I just felt like he's too good a player. If you're Pittsburgh or Baltimore, you can afford to wait a little bit. He has the attitude approach, play like a Raven. He's got that. They love Alabama players. So I would think if he doesn't go to Pittsburgh at 24, maybe Landon Dickerson from Alabama would help that interior on effort and intensity and just the attitude, the approach, and the way he played. It all adds up to a first-round pick on Landon Dickerson.
Now, the Ravens have talked about upgrading the offensive line this offseason, so Dickerson could certainly be an attractive option in the first round. A critical piece for him in the evaluation process is going to be those medical evaluations. That will likely take place at his pro day, and those pro days, those are going to pick up. There's going to be a bunch of them over the next couple of weeks leading into the draft, so we'll keep you posted on all of that. That's it for me on Final Drive today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.